What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Say What's Real. I'm Nick.
And I'm Sonny. Rum, rum.
This is gonna be a nice podcast for y'all. We got Jurassic World Rebirth, we got F1, we got Megan 2.0, Ironheart. We got a lot to talk about today.
A lot on the menu.
A lot on the menu today.
Got some appetizers, some entrees, and a good dessert.
I'm gonna have the timestamps in there for you. So if you haven't watched something, you want to skip something, hey, be our guest. If you watch the whole thing, we'll appreciate you. But let's get straight to it. Jurassic World Rebirth. You want to go first?
I think that Jurassic World needs to come. Actually, the whole Jurassic series needs to come to an end. I think they need to end it now. This is the 7th movie, and
Oh my God.
I think I'm done with this. The scripts are just getting worse. The scripts are not getting any better, in my opinion. And it's really just the screenwriting, right? They do great cinematography every single time. It looks great in IMAX, it looks great in Dolby. It looks amazing, right? And and the dinosaurs look amazing. The kills in this were great. A lot of good kills. It even brought me back kind of to the original because they went back on an island. So it was like, okay, this is a private island with just dinosaurs. That was great. But the writing of this movie, in my opinion, was terrible. It was not very well written, in my opinion. We had 2 different stories, basically, with one family and then a group of mercenaries together trying to, get paid, basically, right? So it's like the script was all over the place. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like the basis of it. Like, what do you think? To me, I didn't really like this movie.
So it's funny that you mentioned like the look, the cinematography, and all that, because as he says, this shit it looks good. Like it's
Great.
It looks great. The dinosaurs, I love the new dinosaurs. Even the last big one was like this alien mix of a dinosaur that was kind of raw.
Looked beautiful.
Yeah, it was just dope. But I actually have to agree. This script, the writing, like, my God. It literally felt like it was like one of a waste of times. Now I have a lot of good from it though. I like Scarlett Johansson. Like, she's doing her thing. I like that. That's about it. No, I'm just playing. There's a couple things, like we said. The look, it looks great. The kills are good. Damn, I can't even cap. I was watching it, and I know I have to see the movie twice because I got to take my wife. So I was like, damn, I got to see this shit twice. So, damn, I'm sorry. I can't find much good from it, bro.
I feel like if they would have... Okay, so this was the second longest Jurassic World Park movie of all time, right out of the 7. If they could have took 20 minutes off of this movie, and really, I think you'll agree, in the beginning, it just took way too long to get to any action. If they could have took about 20 minutes off this movie, and they put it around like an hour and 50 minutes, I think it could have been more enjoyable.
Wow. So the thing that I was thinking during the movie, I was like, is this Jurassic World or Jaws? Like when the family was out on the boat?
Or Meg.
Yeah, or Meg. I was like, what? I was like, we spent so much time on this family. And as I told y'all last week, with 28 years later, I do not like kids in movies. And of course, they bring a kid in this movie.
You know, like kids in movies where it's gonna be like killing and stuff like that.
It's just, they doing dumb shit. Like,
because at the end of the day, are they ever actually gonna kill the kids?
No.
They tease it and they never do it.
And the kids always doing something stupid.
Yes.
But I will say, this one, they didn't do much with her. Like, she didn't do anything that took them off course. She didn't wander off and get lost and they had to go find her. All she had was just a little baby dinosaur.
It's like they re-scripted. Like, how many times have we seen that? Where they make a little friend. Like, it's just like, it's always the little kid makes a little friend who usually ends up hurting the team. But this time, the dinosaur actually was good the whole time.
And them trying to find some sort of healing between the father and the boyfriend and trying to mend their relationship. Oh, I'm proud of you. You saved my daughter's life. And then he's being weird. He was awful.
Whatever. Yeah. You know you're right about me. I'm a lazy ass.
Yeah. The family. This is what I thought. They were writing this movie. They had the script. They had the main thing what they want to do. They want to go to this island, go get 3 dinosaur DNA samples, and then they was like, "Fuck, that's only an hour. We need something else." And they said, "You know what? Let's get to the lab. Let's cook up this family that means completely nothing to the story. They mean nothing to the story. They have no input. They're just there because the whole point of the movie was to get these DNA samples to cure heart disease
to
for
make
the future,
crazy money.
To make crazy money. That was the whole concept. This family added nothing to that. They didn't even add anything morally to it. You see what I'm saying?
And why are they that far away out in the water by the dinosaurs? Not that far away.
So dumb. And I wanted to love this movie. I wanted to because the marketing behind it was great. It was marketing throughout the NBA playoffs. I'm thinking, okay, they might have knocked it out the park. And of course, it looks great. And then they dropped the fucking ball on the writing, bro.
I felt like the character development of these characters didn't do much for me. I didn't care about the backstories of Scarlett Johansson's character. Oh yeah, my best friend died in a car bomb. It just seemed like there was no type of emotion really when she was talking to
I know
Ali.
Bro, like, that was awful. That scene when he was like,
he was talking about his family and his kid. I just felt nothing towards the character.
The worst thing you did was go to your family. You didn't go to your mom's funeral. And it was so awkward. That was awkward. So awkward. I'm like, is that bad acting or is that just awful writing?
It felt like they wanted us to feel and care, and we didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
because it didn't.
Flopped.
It didn't. They didn't bring enough emotion. It just seemed like this movie. It just seemed like they didn't take a lot of time on the screenwriting. Like, it just seemed like the screenplay was just, here you go. So,
what'd you think about the scientist dude? Like his character. I forgot his name. We're not gonna remember these names, bro. Just mind us.
When it comes to the scientists, this is always my biggest issue. Once again, they always write these scientists like this. I love the dinosaurs. It's about dinosaurs. I don't care about the money at all. I just want everyone to be good and everyone to get this medicine, and we'll be broke. We don't get nothing off of it, but I just care about these dinosaurs. We can't hurt the dinosaurs. We can't do anything to them.
It's horrific what they do to these dinosaurs.
Oh my God. You want to paralyze them? You want to hurt them? Oh my God. Like, I'm sorry. It's always the same shit. It's the same shit with every scientist. It's nothing new with any of them. The characters are always the same. They're bland. It's the same shit. He didn't add anything for me whatsoever.
Bro. And I knew the whole crew. I knew it was over with for the whole crew. Like, they didn't even try to get us. You said we saw it together. This is one of the rare movies that we saw together. But he said something that made me laugh during the movie. He said, "We don't even know most of these characters' names."
Bro, the captain, the 2 captains, the one female captain and the one male African-American captain. They never told us their names, didn't tell us anything. One of them spoke French, and we're just sitting there like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, they're going to die. And they literally died. We didn't know their names.
And I hate how every time someone's dying on screen or someone's dying, they always stare out into the abyss. Yelling their name. Like something, like they're gonna like respond back. And I'm like, dog, like that is not, it's not clicking with me. It's not no emotional. Like, I don't even care about the characters. So, John. Like, it's just, come on, bro. Like, it's crazy.
And nothing kills me more. So the father of the other family, okay, the matriarch, right? He was hurt. He was limping, right? Sometimes he was limping. Other times he was running.
All right, I'm going to shoot them some bell. Adrenaline.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm going to shoot them a little bell. Maybe adrenaline.
At one point, he had a stick.
Yeah.
He had a stick, and then all of a sudden, he's just running around. It was just like, all right. I just let it go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I mean, that's... What, you want to leave it right there? You just want to rate it? You got some more shit on it?
All right, guys. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Because of how good it looked in Dolby and for the kills, I'm going to go with it's streaming worthy. I would stream this at home. That's what I'll say about the movie. I can't go any better than that because it's not popcorn worthy. Even though I was eating popcorn, it ended up being still in my mouth watching this motherfucking movie. And it's definitely not real gold whatsoever. So I would say if you're at home and you just want to watch some good kills from some dinosaurs, I would, stay at home and watch it. Peacock, Netflix.
I gotta disagree. Regardless of all of the shitting on it we did, I still think it's worth the popcorn.
Really?
Yes, just off the fact that it is entertaining. It's trash. Like some of it's trash, but it's entertaining, and the look itself. And there's no jump scares or anything, but it still gives you like a little bit of anxiousness while you're watching it. Still, so it's just like the entertaining aspect of it. You see what I'm saying?
I guess if you're gonna make if you're gonna go see this movie, or if you like Jurassic World or Jurassic Park movies, you're gonna go for the action. All I'm gonna say is this: make sure 100% you spend your money on the Dolby and IMAX version.
That's it.
Do not go and see this in digital. Just don't go to like a regular movie theater and not go see it in something that is worth it.
Mm-hmm. And last thing on Jurassic World Rebirth, I wanted to create a new rating for it, and it's called Money Grab. So Money Grab is when you have a known franchise movie that the whole world knows, and they just continue to make more of it because they know it will sell.
This is number 7.
Yes, this is a money grab. So that's Jurassic World. They're gonna make their money because the name, but
based off the name, yeah. You see, I'm wearing the shirt, so you know I am a fan. But as a fan of this series, it's time, like old Yeller, to put it to sleep.
I would do one more.
Oh my God.
They gotta redeem them. Ugh. We'll leave it at that. We're gonna talk off screen. But for the moment y'all been waiting on, well, if you've been waiting on it, F1. And this is another movie we saw together. I really, 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 really was looking forward to this movie. Now, a little backstory on it. It's produced by Apple. And Apple has been one of my favorite streaming services for the past couple of years because they have been dropping heat. So I knew when this was coming out, driving to the movie, I said, it's Apple, it has to be great. Just like when you go to a Disney movie, an animated movie, you know it has to be like a 9.5 and higher, no matter what. So going to this one, when I sit down and go into it, you got Dance from Idris, you got, damn, I'm slipping on his name already.
Brad Pitt,
sorry. Brad Pitt, my bad, y'all. I was like, okay, all they got to do is just give us a good movie, give us some good racing, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be fucking great. And the movie starts, and I can't believe I say this. I'm saying this. This is the first time I was ever looking at a black character like, man, I can't stand this motherfucker right now, man. I was actually rooting against JP. That's his name. I was rooting against him because I wanted Sonny to have his moment, to rise and shine. But that's a short get into it. I really enjoyed that movie, man. What you got?
So I really, really love Brad Pitt. I've always loved Brad Pitt. I think he's a tremendous actor, a great actor. So I was looking forward to this movie. Damson Idris, of course, from one of our favorite shows of all time, Snowfall. So of course, we're looking forward to this movie just off of him being in the movie. But, like he said, Apple produces phenomenal TV shows. So we had high expectations for this movie. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, it lives up to it 100%. I would see this movie not once, not twice, but 3 times. And all in Dolby, all in IMAX. This is, for sure, bar none, the best racing movie I have ever seen. The racing sequences are perfect. It makes you feel like you're really in an F1 car. It makes you really feel like you are in an F1 car. It does something, because if you're a real racer, I'm not talking about Fast and the Furious. I'm not bringing that up. I'm talking about, like, when you're talking about Gran Turismo, actual racing, professional racing movies. I'm not gonna bring up no Fast and the Furious. I'm
Bro,
not
there
putting that
was
in there.
one that was super heat. The one with Matthew McConaughey, I think that's him. Was it Ford? It was. Oh, what was it? Oh my God. I'm gonna fight you on that one because that one was
I'm
heat,
sorry,
bro.
in the car. You're not gonna tell me. They were showing it from the perspective of us in the F1 car.
Bro, I'm pretty sure that.
Man, this was amazing, and we got many different sequences too, and all of them were great.
I ain't gonna battle him right now because I don't have my shit
The
together.
cinematography on this one was amazing as well, and the story was good as well. Okay, Damson Idris and Brad Pitt going at each other basically the whole movie. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Great acting through and through.
Were you rooting against him too?
So, I understood both sides, but I always thought that JP was wrong. And you always see that he was jealous.
Yeah.
He always wanted to be the number one driver. So I don't think it would have mattered if it was Brad Pitt or if it was any other driver. Like Brad Pitt, obviously he's older, right? He was an older guy. Basically, he was like a late 50, 60-year-old driver. So obviously you want to be, he's calling him old man. He's saying this and that. How many F1 wins you got? Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, everyone wants to be number one driver. Everyone wants to be number one driver of their perspective brand, right? Like even now in F1, you got Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Most people say it's Charles' team, but Lewis Hamilton's a legend. Same type of concept. So, I just love that story between the two of them, and especially when JP knew he did wrong and knew it was him and let his mama just go off on Brad Pitt's character. Like, all that was just beautiful acting. Damson Idris' mom in this movie, she did a great job. JP's mom, she did a great job in this movie.
So
I like her acting too.
We didn't really get into it fully, but pretty much the movie is Brad Pitt, he plays Sonny. And you got Damson, he's playing JP. Brad Pitt's business partner comes to him with a preposition like, hey, come race one of my cars. We need another driver.
His former guy he used to race with.
Former guy from 20-something years ago.
Way back in the
maybe
day.
30 years ago.
Back when he wasn't F1.
Yeah, back when he wasn't F1. So Sonny was like, you know what? I'm going to go do it. So
to help him out.
To go help him out. So he gets there and JP is all in his feelings. Like, who is this old geezer? And he's pretty much like, hey, this is still my team. You gonna be behind me. And so they start their first match, and Sonny is known as a reckless driver, and he is reckless.
Not only a reckless driver, but he has a gambling addiction.
Absolutely.
He's had all these divorces, drinks,
The
all
man's
these.
life
A lot of
is a wreck.
lives in his car.
So they're going back and forth the whole movie, and something actually happens to JP, and Sonny actually steps up, and he takes the mantle, and he starts putting the team in a good look. JP comes back, and they start to mesh a little bit. They still got their kinks to work
Don't
out.
forget he ran him off the road.
Yeah, and he ran him out the road. But after that, the movie, it gets so good because the love interest, Sonny's love interest, she sits him down, they have poker, and the winner.
His love interest is also the one who kind of makes and directs
and
the cars.
makes the cars. Yeah, sorry about that. She makes the cars too, and they finally start to see some hope. And then they have one more race, and spoiler alert, they actually win, but Sonny is the one.
Sonny gets the win because JP and Lewis Hamilton basically are 1 and 2, and they just wreck each other off the road.
Not Lewis Hamilton, but I know Sonny. Sonny and JP.
No, Lewis Hamilton. It was JP and Lewis Hamilton. They run each other off the road.
Yeah.
They're 1 and 2, and then basically Sonny is by himself. And that I love that last scene where it's made us feel like we were actually in the car, in the Formula One car, going with him. I just love the sequences. The race sequences of this movie are tremendous. It's a very simple script.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basic script. But that's all you need for a movie like this.
That's what I be telling. That's why I always be preaching to people. You don't have to do too much. Have a simple script. Flesh it out. Build character development. Add some action or add some emotional scenes, and you got yourself, and some comedic relief.
Beginning, middle, end, rising action, climax, falling action, and you're good.
It's not hard, bro. It's
very easy.
Apple has been on fire, bro. I'm a forever vouch for them. Not for their phones. I don't care about that. their streaming service and now their movies, they have been fire, bro. Now, I'm not gonna let this slide. There are a few things that are like, all right, not really realistic. Like,
Obviously, one of our good friends, our best friend, our sister, Jana, she's a very, very big F1 fan. And she was there with us watching the movie. And she did point out some things that are not realistic to the movie. But as we both understand, it's an entertainment business. It's a movies for entertainment. But I did feel like they did it too much. It was too much of the finding loopholes to win these races or get close to these races. It was too many times. Like every race we were doing this.
I didn't like the whole, oh, this is just the way we're gonna drive Plan C for life. And I was like, damn, like
combat.
It was hard that little, the little wave motion on the side of the car was able to give them a little advantage or keep them in, to have like
because remember they had an ass car.
Yeah, the car was ass. But even the last race, bro, when Lewis Hamilton and JP got spun out, before that, you got to remember, Sonny did like a spin.
He did.
I don't know much about racing, but I'm pretty sure it's all about timing. It's not actual when you pass somebody, it's actual the time, right?
Yeah.
That spin would have took him back, bro.
Of course it would have.
So I'm not understanding how he still won.
And he was good. Yeah.
But I said, you know what? It's the movie.
It's entertainment business.
It's entertainment.
Keep you on your feet.
In real life, you spin out, that's maybe 8 seconds. Because then you got to rev.
Yes.
You get back up to that top speed. Like, they're going at it.
And usually, people are behind you fraction of a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, whatever. We'll just say, hey, he spun out of control. It only took him a second. Whatever the fuck. But that's the only negatives I have. I don't really have any more negatives.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's rating time. And I'm going to be the first one to say it. This will be the first time in Saywhatsreel history I'm giving out real gold. Real gold.
Didn't we give the Dragon movie real gold?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. For a movie that is not for children, this is the first time I give out real gold. As of right now, listen. As of right now, this is the summer movie of the year. Still got many summer movies to go, but as of now, this is the best movie I've seen this summer so far.
Man, come on, bro. Real gold, bro. Real gold. That is what I'm rocking with.
Yes.
Dog. And not to say anything else about it, but, bro, Apple, just go watch anything with Apple now. Just go watch anything with Apple.
Apple's very, very good. They do things the right way. They understand beginning, middle, end, rising action, climax, falling action. They understand all of that. Easy, simple. Simplicity is king sometimes.
Don't know if you can see it, but we got this is a little popcorn bucket from the F1 movie. So go get you one if you can. The shit was just raw to me, bro. Like, I love this movie.
Amazing.
All right, Meg 2.
Megan 2.0.
I'm going to start this one off. Megan 2.0. I keep saying Meg 2 because this ain't take a bite out of nothing for me. Mm-hmm. But Megan 2.0, the first one, I can't remember if I enjoyed it. I think it was all right. But I have to be honest with y'all. I was in and out on this motherfucker, bro. I was dozing in and out. Like, I did not like this movie, bro. I was watching it. And I think around the part where she started dancing, I started to, like, I'm embarrassed to even say it. I'm supposed to be like, we ain't professionals, but I'm supposed to come on here and give y'all like a review of the movie. But I ain't gonna even pull punches. This was a real regret for me, bro. Real regret. Go ahead, bro.
So I enjoyed the first movie because it was a slasher. Right? Megan, it was a slasher. Every so often, there'd be like, she'd do a little comedy, but it was very slim comedy. It was a slasher film, and she was the antagonist. She was killing people left and right. I think one of the issues, even with that, the first one is, it was PG-13. And that was one of the issues with this movie, that was PG-13. The biggest issue with this movie was, she was no longer the antagonist.
Bruh.
She was the protagonist. And instead of a slasher film or a horror film with some suspense, this became basically an action comedy.
A cheap CIA.
It became an action comedy, and it just didn't work. It didn't work for me, brother. It was not good. This movie was plain and simple. It was boring for a lot of parts, and it just wasn't very. The screenplay was all over the place. And then when you find out that the
boyfriend,
when you found out that the other AI that she's going against is actually being, I'm thinking that it was just going awry. No, it's also been done by a person and they're controlling it. That just really ruined it for me because I was like, what the hell?
It was a twist that the boyfriend was, running shit. That was a little twist.
I mean, that wasn't her boyfriend. She had a crush on him, I guess. But
wasn't they living together?
No.
Oh.
No.
Hey, I'm sorry. A lot of shit gonna be off of me because like I said, I was dozing off. Yeah. I swear, bro.
I just feel like this, like Megan 2.0 wasn't a sequel. It didn't feel like a sequel. No. It seemed like it was like a spinoff almost. Like it just wasn't. It wasn't a slasher. It wasn't a horror. It wasn't suspenseful. It was a comedy with a little bit of action in it, and it wasn't really funny. Good.
Bro, when the agents came in the first time before we knew they was like CIA or FBI, when they first came in and they literally were like slipping on ice and shit like that, I was like, damn, I'm watching like, damn, that's boring, bro. Like, if they supposed to be trying to kill them, like, why y'all ain't got no guns or something? Like,
and another movie, like these, to me, the best horror movies, this is my opinion, you don't have to agree or not, but the best horror movies are always movies that are short. Hour and 30, maybe an hour and 45 minutes, maybe. Short, action, get to the point, let's get out.
Yeah.
There's no reason that this action comedy, they changed it to that, which was dumb, should have been 2 hours. They could have, once again, shortened this movie about 15, 20 minutes, more action, less of that singing, that dancing.
Bro, that dancing was awful,
when she broke up in song in the movie, that was terrible.
Bro.
It was bad. The dancing, it was bad, it was terrible. That's not what we come to see. The first one was a slasher. She was killing people left and right, and it was good. The first one I thought was popcorn worthy. I thought, okay, this is cool. This one, as he said, I think I agree with him. Real regret. I feel like I wasted my time in the movie theater, and I wasted my time even watching this movie because it was not what I was expecting.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was dozing in and out, and I watched a good majority of it. But I was feeling so bad because I was like, damn, I got to review this shit, bro. Like, and I'm sitting here like, I can't watch this again. There's no way I could watch this movie again. There's no way. So I said, look, I just come on camera and just admit it. Hey, I'm probably not that valid because I was in and out, but there's no way I could watch this shit again, bro. No way.
This also, they got to start, when it comes to slashers or anything with horror or supposed to have horror in it, I'm sorry. They need to be rated R. Rated R. This PG-13 stuff does not work. It does not work. You're not giving the audience, to me, the best quality that way.
You want to know what woke me up?
What woke you up?
When Christian, he was over, like, his arm got bent on the rail and that shit cracked.
By Katie?
Yeah, that was hard.
By the 12-year-old. Not by Megan, not by the other android.
Bro, when that shit said
yes, by
and
Katie.
That bent, I was like, that literally woke me up.
Because remember early in the movie she did to her aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That literally woke me up. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
And I don't know about you. This might be just a me thing. I'm done with this AI shit. This
bro,
AI. We've seen enough of this AI shit.
I told you, bro.
It's gone. It's too much. I'm done with it.
Why are we making movies talking about something that could potentially be our future, bro? Like, why are we constantly doing it? Like, Jesus Christ, it's always AI. And they could have just, I thought they misled us. Megan 2.0, we thinking she gonna be back and scarier and, chopping shit down. And they even started it, I'm thinking, oh, this is Meg just with a different body. And she going in there, knocking shit down. And when the moment you realize, oh, I'm gonna help you guys. Like, let's make a deal. You remember that shit?
Yes.
When she put her in the small body, let's make a deal. I was watching it and I was like, all right, they about to start losing me. I don't know if I was tired or what, but literally, like, the dude comes in with the wheelchair, the electric chair, and he stands up and like, come work with me or whatever, shit like that, and started dancing, and then they realized like it's Megan versus the other one, and then I started.
And I'm guessing the 2.0 part is they gave her a bigger body, and I don't give a fuck. And that's the thing, is like I don't care.
Yeah.
And then there was that cringy ass scene with the dude and the other android. He's over here trying to kiss her and all that. I didn't like any of that mess. And she throws him. I'm like, oh God, like, ugh, like all of that was just and it's just, oh God.
So
this movie to me, like you said, you said it best. Real regret. If you want to see a movie that's an action comedy about two androids fighting, and you want some corny ass comedy, this is the movie for you. I'll put it that simple.
You want to know what hurts my heart, bro? My wife told me, bro. Like after I saw it, and I'm laying down or whatever. She was on her phone or whatever, and she's like, "You know who wrote Megan 2.0?" I was like, "Who?" I'm already in my head. I already canceled this movie. It's a black woman, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was so sick. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to rip her shit down."
They switched from the first one.
I'm gonna have to rip her shit down, and I ain't want to do that, man. I don't want to do my sister like that. But boy,
we have to be honest.
This shit was ass, bro. Maybe somebody found some entertainment in this.
Like I said, if you like action comedy, because this is an action comedy flick, it's not horror.
Yeah,
and you like corny comedy with two androids fighting, this is the movie for you.
I wouldn't even stream this. This would be on national TV, like TNT or something. If it's just on, you just watch it. It got commercials and shit. That's what you say this for. You don't even stream this.
In my opinion, this is Tubi quality. That's where I would see this.
That's perfect.
Tubi.
And we can,
Tubi.
we can end right there. That's
Tubi.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't want to do it to it. So, Ironheart. Listen, Disney, do not do 3 episodes the first week, 3 episodes next week to knock it all out again. Do not. It's extremely misleading. We came in here the first week and was like glowing about it. And the first 3 episodes were good. The last 3, they dropped the ball for me. I felt like the 4th episode lost a lot of steam. And then it's like the 5th episode, let me figure out how I can try to stop him or stop the, what's his name? Blanking on his name.
I'm going to say the Hood.
The Hood. Figure out how to stop him.
The obsession over the Hood was a little much.
It was bad, bro. And then they give us a backstory with the last one on the Hood's backstory, like,
with his dad.
Yeah. And damn, I don't want to say the show is trash. I still, the first 3 were great, in my opinion. This one was okay, so I guess I'll drop it down to good. But that's just my short before we dive deep into it. What you got?
So my positive is I like Mephisto.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Like, the acting was good. Sacha Baron Cohen, he did his thing. I enjoyed him on screen. He did what he was supposed to do. I enjoyed him. I did not enjoy Stane, Obadiah Stane. That character really went...
Not to cut you off on your point. That was actually my highlight of the whole show.
Was what?
Stane. When he got the shit done, he got the modifications.
Yeah.
And he came in there. It was a highlight until he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna save you, mercy."
That's what I was getting to. That's what I was getting to.
My bad.
It was okay, cool, and then here you go. It was. I get it. Okay, I get it. So I'm gonna put it simple. This show deals a lot with daddy issues. Okay. Look at the Hood. He wants to be like his dad. Look at Stane. He doesn't want to be like his dad. And Ironheart is doing this for her, quote unquote, stepdad, but dad, basically, Gary. So this show really deals with a lot of daddy issues. I get it. It's very good. It also deals with basically dealing with, grief, a lot of grief. And that stuff's all good. Here we go again. This is what I was talking about, the AI stuff. I did like Natalie, but at the end of the day, what is with all this AI going awry? You can leave and come whenever you please.
Bro.
Don't have control over the AI. It's just wild.
The AI can just take the suit and
Just
fly
take the suit
off.
and fly whenever it wants.
I think the part that really pissed me off was after episode 3, she's sitting there crying like, oh my God, I made such a big mistake.
Yeah.
And it comes on and she's like paranoid about, you know, the hood coming to kill her. And it was rarely any, if any, guilt on putting Joe behind bars. Like, it was like, oh, I'm going to see him.
Yeah,
and
she
I'm
would have
saying,
visited him, but yeah, she really didn't give it.
it was such a big deal.
Yeah.
And they just kind of like
Brushed it over.
I was like, damn. And they shocked me because I literally, and I said this, I thought that was going to be her sidekick that was going to help her in the future type shit. You know, it was going to help her upgrade her suit. He was going to have some bread or some stolen blacklist shit. So I'm thinking that when they flipped his character, I was like, damn, all right. And then this is my number one pet peeve, and I said it. Weak ass gang of criminals. Weak ass gang. You cannot tell me, bro. You can't tell me Riri took out both the no problem. No, ooh, was that offensive? Man, fuck it. No problem. Took them out. The bomb girl comes in, throwing weak ass bombs. Took her out. No problem. The hacker took her out. No problem. Mm-hmm. It's just like, bro, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that was making me so mad. That made me so mad. They couldn't even beat her up, bro. It's 2 of them, and they showed us them fighting in the pits of the underground fighting world or whatever the fuck. And for her to take them both out, bro, I was like, all right, man.
How did you feel about the correlation with the technology and the magic?
So when they first delivered it, I was like, all right, here we go. And then once they do it, they execute it. I was like, that's a flop. Because the suit, you would think magic would do something to the suit in a magical way. Mm-hmm. It did nothing. Mm-hmm. Like, it was just like, oh, power the suit. Oh, sorry, deletes the AI. And then the suit's good. It's like, what? It didn't give it like, it didn't do anything. I was like, you was looking for this this infinite power source, and it's just the magic, but never in my life have I seen just magic not affect anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, what the fuck? Also, I want to know, how did you feel about her shaking Mephisto's hand? How did you feel about that? Did you see any character development with her doing that?
I didn't. The reason why is because you would think after all the shady shit you did and you was feeling so bad about doing shady shit that you would come out of this and be like, you know what? I'ma stay away. And when she shook his hand, I said, all right, bro. Like, now you're starting to ruin it for me. Like I said, the first 3 episodes was good to great. Like, I was rocking with it. The way they ended it, I was like, see, this is what y'all doing. I did not like that. It didn't do anything for me.
I felt like that's how the show went. The show was on a high, and it took a downspin, down low.
I don't want to say it crashed.
I'm not going to say it crashed, but it wasn't as high.
Yeah, bro.
It didn't end with the better ending. It started off better than it ended.
Yeah, it's just like, how'd you feel about the magic suit?
I know this is all leading. Obviously, you can tell what it's kind of leading to. Like, obviously, this is leading to most likely Doomsday, I would assume. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we'll see. Overall, like you said this was okay. It was great, so you gave it a good. For me, the show is passable. It's definitely passable.
Yeah, it's passable. It's watchable.
It's definitely watchable. I feel like it's getting a lot of hate it doesn't deserve. A lot of haters. A lot of people are hating.
We know why they hate. And
yeah. I'm sorry to say it, but there's some racism for sure going on. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why people are hating on that much. It's not that bad of a show. To be getting the hate,
Nah,
I've seen way
bro,
worse shows.
it's better than She-Hulk, bro. Like,
Yeah.
stop playing with me.
I've seen a lot of worse shows. You know, this is actually one of the better shows on Disney Plus.
For sure.
For sure.
It was enjoyable. Like I said, they played us by doing it. See, if they didn't do 3 at a time, it probably would have felt different, and it probably wouldn't have felt like such a drop-off.
Yeah, and we're watching these. We have to kind of rush watching these shows too,
bro.
So we don't even get to you know
sit on it like
sit on it at all. So,
and the thing I didn't want this to go by. What they did with the car, making it the suit again, like using the car parts to make the suit, that was actually beautiful.
No, it's dope.
That was actually beautiful.
That's one of the best parts about Riri Williams.
So I didn't want that point to go by without acknowledging, like, hey, that was actually beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I love all the correlations with the daddy issues between 3 of the bigger characters in the show. I like, you know, the trials and the tribulations, the adversity that Riri had to go through. Understand that she has to earn everything. It's not given like it was to Tony Stark. She's not a billionaire. She has to earn every little thing at all times. And she has to make tons of difficult decisions through this show.
Before we end it, did you like the fight between Hood and her?
I feel like we should have got more out of Hood. I feel like for a character that seemed like he was so just amazing from episode 1 to 4, indestructible, to see her just kind of just...
She spent the whole episode in the lab trying to figure out how to beat him.
Yeah.
Like,
I would have liked to see more out of that. But Anthony Ramos did a great job as the Hood. I'm not going to sit here and say that the acting was bad by him. The acting was amazing by him. He did a great job in the series.
That's how, I mean, I'm going to just leave it at that, bro. Like, I'm disappointed. I was thinking, like, the first 3 was pretty good. And I'm thinking, Disney might have caught them one. And then the steam is taken out ever so slowly.
Still a passable show, though.
Still a passable show. All right. Thank you for rocking with us. This is Alot, Jurassic World, F1, Megan 2.0, Ironheart. Subscribe.
Yes, please. Like, comment, subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and please like and subscribe on YouTube. We are looking for comments. So please flood the comment section.
Yeah, because I respond to almost everything, bro. Everything. With that said, let's say what's real.